Salutations to the lotus feet of my spiritual master Sri Sivashankar Baba of Kelambakam, Chennai, India, and thank you to my Pannisai Guru Oduvar Sami Dandapani of Lewisham Sivan Koil, London. Shankaram Sivashankaram. In this video, we look at the history of a very interesting temple, Tiruvaduthurai, and the associated Devaram. Tiruvaduthurai has a very interesting word split. Tiru, it comes from Tiru meaning Shiva or the respect to Shiva, A meaning cow, Adu meaning remove, and Thurai meaning it's a shore temple, so it's near the shore of the famous Kaveri river. This temple is quite an ancient temple worshipped by Cholas, the Cheras, and as well as the Pandya kings. It was called Nandinagar because of the huge Nandi, which we'll talk about a bit later, that's stationed in this temple in front of the Shiva. It is also called Navakoti Siddharpuram because Shiva gave the Ashtama Siddhis to the Navakoti Siddhars here, including Bogar. It's also said that Yama has worshipped the Shiva here, and the Mupputtimonu Kodi Devargal, that is the 33 crore Devatas that reside in the celestial kingdom above, they happen to be part of the Arasamaram, the people tree here, and they have witnessed the Mahatandavam of Shiva here. And the Arasamaram is also the Sthala Vriksha of this temple. Let us look at a very interesting history as to how the Sivan got its name Gomuktishwarar. Shiva and Parvati are having a game of dice, and Shiva just allows Parvati to keep winning. So suddenly what happens is Parvati gets a slight bit of arrogance that she is much better in the game than Shiva. And unknowingly she kind of shows that to Shiva, and Shiva then tells her, no, now you have shown a bit of arrogance, so you should go down, and that is down in the sense you should go onto this earth and you should be born there. Now she immediately repents, she understands that she has done wrong. So she tells Shiva, no, I'll be here. But Shiva said, no, a curse is a curse, you have to be there. But don't worry, you come and worship me in Tiruvaduthurai and your curse will be removed. So that is how Goddess Parvati is born here as a cow, and she worships the lingam here, and she gives now obviously a cow gives milk, so she bathes the lingam in a lot of milk, and Shiva then gives her darshan and he removes the curse. So now you understand why Shiva is called Gomuktishwarar. So cow, mukti is getting rid of the sin or giving salvation. So he gives salvation to the cow, and that is why his name is Gomuktishwarar in Sanskrit. There's another legend of Musukunda Chakravarti. Now does that name ring a bell? You remember I spoke about Musukunda Chakravarti and the emerald lingams of in my Neela Ninainda Adiyen video. So if you want to listen to more of and understand more about Musukunda Chakravarti, please look at that video. But Musukunda Chakravarti came here to ask for a child. So he used to worship the Tyageshwarar of Thiruvarur because he was from there. But Tyageshwar came in his dream and told him, no, you come and worship me here. So he came and worshipped the Lord Shiva here in Tiruvaduthurai, and then he got a child. Now, a very famous Nayanmar, Tirumular, also his samadhi is here in this very famous temple. Tirumular, as you know, is famous for the Tirumandiram, as he wrote 3000 verses in about 3000 years. So what he would do is he would do penance where this lingam was. He would do penance there. And every year he would come out of his penance, say one Tirumandiram, and then go back again into penance. So that's how for 3000 years he came up with this 3000 verses. Very beautiful Tirumandiram, which says a lot about realities of life, and very, very nice to listen to. Another famous Nayanmar is Tirumaligai Devar. Now he was actually a guru to the King Narasingan, and basically to the Chola kings, but then he wasn't interested in that work anymore, and he wanted to renounce his life. So he came here and sat. But then there was some false rumors that were spread about him, and King Narasingan actually gave him the death penalty. So the soldiers kind of they arrive at this temple to arrest him and take him to the gallows. But because he's a very staunch Shiva devotee, Shiva helps him by sending all the bulls, all the Nandis, and driving away all the soldiers. And then what happens to all the Nandis? They all come and merge with the big Nandi that is stationed in this temple. So that's now you understand why this was called Nandinagar. Now he is also famous, who Tirumalagai Devar is very famous for the first 40 stanzas of Thiruvisaipa. Now let us look at a few deities of this temple. As you know, the main deity is Gomuktishwarar in Sanskrit, or Masinamanishwara as they call him in Tamil. The Ambal here is called Oppila Mulai Nayagi, or in Sanskrit she is called Atulya Gujambigai or Abhaya Gujambiga. Now very famous Ganapati is here, famous only because of his very interesting name. He is called Tunai Vanda Ganapati. So basically when his mom, that is Parvati, was cursed as a cow and she came here, he also came along. So Tunai Vanda, he came along with her. So he is called Tunai Vanda Ganapati. Murugar is also said to have come. So they too are stationed in the entrance of the temple. There is no Navagraha here, but a very rare sequence of Surya idols are there. That is, there are 3 idols of Surya here. So that's quite a rare thing to see. I've already said about the huge Nandi. Now huge Nandi is also worshipped, and during Pradoshan days, and is worshipped, they do puja to him and get rid of their sins. Just to depict the legend that the cow gave the milk, that Parvati gave the lingam the milk, or bathed him in the milk, there is an idol of Gopurambika, just denoting that whole legend, that story of the cow and how the milk is poured on the lingam. Now why do people come here to this temple? To pray for the longevity of the husband's life, also to pray for any improvements in their relationship, that is of between couples, to ask for a child, so child boon, and also to get rid of their fear. Now I hope that was really interesting for you. So let's look at one more legend associated with this temple and the history of this song. So Sambandar, Jnana Sambandar, at that point in the 7th century AD, came to live with his father. So his father told him that no, I want to perform a yajna, or a large havan, for just to spread, just so that the world can benefit from it. Now obviously, you know, for a havan, even today, if you have to perform a havan, it costs money. So they, being from a very poor family, they didn't have any resources. So who else will Tirunjana Sambandar ask? If his biological father doesn't have money, he'll obviously ask his spiritual father, and that is Shivan himself. So he sings this very beautiful padigam, and Shiva gives him the Purkiri, as they call it, which is, Kiri means treasure, Pur means gold. So he gives him gold coins, 1000 gold coins, through his Budaganas. So they keep it at a Balipitam. Now the Budaganas also tell him, don't worry that this 1000 gold coins will get over. It is now Ulavakiri. That means it is an inexhaustible treasure. Now I mentioned the term Balipitam. So that Pitam is actually, it's a small step which is just behind the big Nandi that is situated in this temple. Now Tirunjana Sambandar, being a Tamil scholar, he somehow sensed that there is something more to this temple, and he got, as what they say, a Tamil manam, or a smell of Tamil in this temple. And then he asked, by his intuition, he asked people to dig under the Balipitam, and that's where they found the 3000 verses of Tirumular written in palm leaves. And even today, even till today, these palm leaves are restored and they are kept somewhere in the mud in this place. Shankaram, Siva Shankaram.